2020 really took the life out of all of us, so why don't you start the new year off right? 2021 can't take anything from you if you're already dead inside and have the fab face to match. Alright, so for this look, you're gonna need some lipstick, liquid lipstick, some eyeliner, and some eyeshadow. Really doesn't matter what color you have, so long as it's dark. Although, maybe some neon corpse paint would look dope as fuck. So, then again, I retract that statement. Just some fucking makeup is all you need. So I'm going in with some black lipstick right now, and you just go for it. It really doesn't need to look clean, it doesn't need to look good. Just cover up your eye sockets in whatever shape you like, and then take your finger and smudge it out, buff it out. We don't want any hard lines here. This is the base we're creating right now, so you're just going in and putting in some basic shadows here. So it's really messy. You can do this pretty fast. It doesn't matter. I like to go in over my eyes, my forehead, and my mouth, because obviously I'm into doing whatever I can to make my forehead look smaller. As you can see, this lipstick is not working very well. These are the kinds of things you deal with when you buy super cheap makeup. When I do the mouth, I always like to go outside of my actual lip shape, but make sure you're kind of keeping it at a downward angle. You don't want to look like you have a smile going on at the end of this. So again, you put in a very basic shape and then smudge the shit out of it. If it looks really messy, you're doing a good job so far. So the black lipstick was obviously not going on very well for me, so I decided to just go over all of it with this dark green lipstick that I had instead. It's of a slightly higher quality, so it should work a bit better for what we're trying to do here. If you don't have lipstick, I'm sure some sort of face paint would work just as well, or you can also just use eyeliner for this. Really, the lipstick just helps to darken the base that we're adding, right? You could go in exclusively with eyeshadow, but I like putting the liquid down first because I think it really helps darken everything up and keep things more pigmented than if we were just to go in with eyeshadow right away. I also, as you can see, skip the white painting of the face because all the white face creams I've ever tried to use are fucking terrible. They don't go over your skin, they feel like shit, they are super itchy, and then I always break out in a crazy acne storm after I try to use them. So fuck it, you don't need it. Who cares? Alright, so as you can see, once you have the base down, then I like to just smudge more lines everywhere. So the lines I'm smudging right now are going to be where we're going to start to add the little veiny guys later on. So just do whatever you want. Now I'm taking dark eyeshadow. This one is black, but again, you can take whatever color you want, really. It doesn't fucking matter. So luckily I have a black eyeshadow because I want this to be very dark, but you know, if you had a dark green or a brown or a red, fucking hot pink, who gives a shit? Just fucking give her. We're just going over all the base that we laid down right now, and we're darkening it up, and we're gonna be adding in those smudged lines and shit. Yeah, really just messy as fuck. Really. Just keep it messy. This is not precise. It looks different every single time I do it. And your base can be as dark with as much smudging as you want, or as little. So, for example, the corpse paint I did for my Progenies of the Great Apocalypse video has a lot of base going on, a lot of a dark base, and a lot of the little veiny guys. And then the Christmas corpse paint I did was a lot less of a base, much more minimal. So it's really up to you. I would say go look at different black metal bands and analyze what your favorite looking corpse paints are, and then just try to mimic that. My favorite corpse paints are obviously these kind of like messier ones where it sort of looks like there's tree roots or cracks all over your face or something like that. So that's the kind of look I go for. But if you prefer a clean looking corpse paint, then I guess this isn't the video for you, because that's not the kind I like to do. Now I'm just kind of trying to wipe away some of the smudging so I have a higher contrast. Next we're going to take the eyeliner, but you need to make sure that the eyeliner is sharper than your wits, because if it's not super sharp, it's going to be really hard to add those fine lines. So yeah, you want to have a really light hand here. A shaky hand is also very good. So if you're like me, you would have already consumed as much coffee as you have blood in your body. So the shakes are au naturel, and it actually really lends itself to this look. So again, this is kind of your own personal preference. You can add as much or as little of these as you want, but as a general rule of thumb, I like to put the majority of my little veiny dudes in any of those darker strips that we smudged earlier on. So think of the base as kind of planning out where you're going to put the majority of these later. I also like to go down onto my neck, even though I always end up putting a choker on afterwards. I just feel like there's a continuity if you bring it down into the neck. Luckily, since we added so much smudging and shit to our eye sockets, we don't have to be super precise when we're on our eyes, because it is a lot harder to draw directly over the eyelids. You will probably have to pull the skin taut, as I'm doing right there. Now another thing, don't worry too much about the sides of my face, because I have hair, so once I'm done I can let my hair down and cover it up. But if you have short hair or no hair, you may want to take greater care as to how the sides of your face look, because you don't get to hide that part after. So you just keep checking it out, seeing what you want to change. I didn't like how light my nose was, so I just added some more shadow and smudging there, and I got the black eyeshadow right up in my nostrils. And then I'm just adding more and more and more, sort of seeing what I think looks too sparse, too empty, where I want to add some more fucking shit. Detail. Now I'm taking down my hair, because obviously you're going to see even better if there's anything you want to change or add once the hair is down. So at that point I realized my neck didn't have enough shit going on, so smudged it out with my fingers a bit and just kept adding some more detail. Now, this part is optional because it's kind of fucked up, but it will look a lot better if you can manage to line the inside of your eyes with eyeliner. It will really darken up the look. So that cheap Halloween store eyeliner I was using before makes my eyes burn. So I'm using a different eyeliner for the inside, even though it's only brown, but I don't want my eyes to sting. And now this part is also optional, but if you have it, I think you should do it. So this is mascara. You apply it to the lashes. It will also just add some darkness to the eyes, but again, it's optional. It doesn't, it's not too noticeable, but I just want my eyes to be as dark as possible, so whatever we can do to darken up those areas, so the eyeliner on the inside and the mascara on the top and bottom lashes, I think just adds to the whole look. And then I'm taking that eyeshadow brush again and just patting out some of my eyelids, because I sweat a lot and so it was already separating a bit. So if the powder eyeshadow will help with the separation as well. Then you go put on your fucking sick spiky choker, and then you see, again, if there's anything you want to change. I didn't like the shape of the mouth that I had going on, so I just tried to correct it a little bit. You know, smudge it with your finger, try to fix it with the shadow brush, really just just fuck it up a bit more. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this stupid and fun little video. I've had a lot of fun working on YouTube stuff this past year, and I hope you stick with me through 2021. Thanks for watching.